Alright, this is gonna be the Arrowverse comic books crossover under 5 minutes. Alright, the first comic book is gonna be Batwoman, and in this comic, it sets up Clayface to be the main villain of that comic. But later on, at the end of the comic, the main villain of the crossover captures him to become part of his team, which we will see basically in each comic from like 1 to 5. Alright, and number 2, here we have Earth Prime, Superman, and Lois. And in this comic, they show a little bit of how Superman tries to balance his work with his wife Lois. And at the end of the comic, we get a little bit of origins of the evil Superman that which from another Earth, and the main villain also captures this evil Superman for his team. And in number 3, here we have our Prime DC Legends of Tomorrow. I don't usually watch these shows, so I'm not really up to it, and I know that it got cancelled. But in this comic, it's a typical Legends of Tomorrow episode. But in this one, they're like trying to save some babies that I believe their names are Nick Crane, and basically just one of them, it's evil and joins with Magog, which is that's the name of the main villain of this comic book series. Next up, here we have in number 4 as Prime's Stargirl, and in this comic it just shows a little bit of the story about Stripe and how one of his villains became a good guy. And at the end, Magog tries to recruit this evil person the villain of Stripe that used to be bad, but he was good. So later on, he tries to convince him by showing him a vision of the future of how they will be successful if they work together. But he still ends up refusing the offer, and he basically says, "Fine, you can stay. I won't do nothing to you, but I'll find someone like you from another Earth to join my group." And in number 5, here we have Earth Prime, the Flash, and in this one we get reintroduced to Excess and Impulse. And in this comics, the main villain is someone called Evil Eye, which controls people with his eyes basically. And in these comics, we are also introduced to again Kid Flash, an older version of him. I forgot to mention this is taking place in 2049 and only in the Flash comics. The other ones are the recent. And at the end, Evil Eye gets captured by the main character of this comic book crossover, and Bloodwork somehow escapes from Argy. And in number 6, here we have Earth Prime. Here's Twilight. We are reintroduced again to Impulse and Excess, and these guys are basically the main characters in this final issue. But here we have like more Easter eggs of, well, not Easter eggs, but like cameos of Martian Manhunter, Supergirl, the Atom, Oliver's Queen's daughter, Mia Queen, and a Batman Beyond Batwoman, which is pretty cool. Sadly, we don't see no Flash until the very end of the comic. But yeah, basically all the superheroes unite and fight with the villains of Magog, which at the end, every single one of them is captured except for evil Superman. He somehow escaped. And at the end of the comic, right? So at the end, we get revealed that the Spectre was behind motivating Excess and Impulse to fight Magog. And as you guys know, or probably if you watch the shows, Spectre became Oliver Queen. So it's good to see Oliver Queen back, at least in comic book form. We also get a little tease of what might happen in season 9 of The Flash, which might be the last season for The Flash. I'm hopeful that it is, because I don't think that Flash should still keep going on for a very long time, especially since the views are going down also. But yeah, that's basically it. And obviously I left some stuff out, and some of them they have like little Easter eggs in there. So in The Flash, Caitlin appears. But I just wanted to go over a little summary of the crossover. If you want my opinion on which one I like the most, I would say Superman and Lois is the one I had more fun reading. And then it would have to be this one, the final comic book issue. And then it would have to be The Flash, and then Legends of Tomorrow. Oh no, Batwoman, and then Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow never stick to me, to be honest. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one.